This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
Yo, guys, how you doing this week?
Hey, doing pretty good.
Hey, you guys been watching the FIFA tournament? How's that been going?
I mean, it's been going fine. Is no one surprised by the fact that I'm here?
No, I mean, well, as of right now, no. I mean, you've been here a few times at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's Gabriel.
At this point, I just assume that like you're going to appear like or just kind of like embody somebody or like take over somebody's body, and we just roll with it. You know, business as usual.
I mean, I suppose. I mean,
who are you possessing right now? Did you possess Devin this week? Or no, Justin. Yeah, I see him.
No, it's not like a possession thing. I just basically appear. Is like the entire thing.
You're like a ghost?
Oh, you're a ghost? So, wait.
You're like a force ghost?
I don't think so. Can he touch me?
Use the force. We need Yoba.
Don't talk about my buddy Yoba like that, all right? Fucking easy over there.
Yeah, it was great having him back here a couple weeks ago.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
No, but I think you can touch me just fine. Wait, like, can you give me a...
You know, I don't really think I want to. I don't want to, actually. I'm good.
I mean, come on. Give me a handshake, won't you?
Yeah, here, put it there.
Put it there.
Oh, I can touch him. Look at that. He is warm though. Like kind of actually, you know, let go of my hand. You're kind of clammy.
Just a little clammy.
I mean, now that we got pleasantries out of the way, I guess we can dive right in. 1005 to 1008. Guys, we did it. We beat Kaido. I cannot believe how easy that ended up being. All we had to do was hit him in the weak spot. With all we have, it's a good thing I play a lot of video games, because without that, I would never have known. All right, back it up, and... Oh, wait. You hear that? Why did Kaido's boss music just change key? And why is it getting faster? No, we haven't beaten Kaido. We only unlocked phase 2. All right, elsewhere on the main floor, Queen is continuing to schmuck it up all over the allies and even his own pleasures. I guess in his words, at least now they'll amount to something after failing to get a Smile's power. Chopper is busy trying to understand the virus when our hero Appu comes in with the antidote. Appu once again showing us that he is indeed the man of the hour. Usopp and Nami are in the middle of their 2v2 with Page One and Ulti. Ulti takes this time to chase Nami down so she can answer for Luffy's antics. Turns out, finding the hottest-headed member of the Tobiropo and declaring your intent to dismantle the reign of their boss was not the best choice when they start hunting down your crew members. Nami won't give in, though. And just before time ran out, who other than Tama, what the hell are you doing? Get back to your room right now before you get hurt! Jinbei and Luffy continue up the castle to the roof, and Yamato finally catches up to Shinobu and Momo so he can show them he means to help. Yamato dukes it out with Sasuke of the Tobiropo, but remains unafraid and unwavering. Momo is beginning to believe that whatever this wannabe Odin's up to, at least they're here to help.
Yeah, they're here to help. Go Odin, or Yamato, whoever you are.
Go Yamodin.
These were some pretty decent episodes, I'd say.
You got some deep thoughts to give to the team there, buddy?
The deep thoughts in the sense? No. It's a very standard set of episodes for this show.
Okay, well, enlighten me. I don't know you. What does a standard set of episodes entail for you, big guy?
One particular moment that makes me rather emotional, but not like incredibly emotional to the point of crying, and the rest of it is basically running and fighting, with a couple of decent speeches in between.
We do have a little bit of running and fighting. You know, that brings me over to my buddy Christian over here. Hey, Christian, are you having fun with the running and the fighting?
Hey, it's me. These episodes were fine.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot really to them. They are what they are. You get some, obviously, you get the fake out at the beginning with, not Appu. No, you got too much Appu on the brain now.
Oh, God. My condolences.
Yeah, honestly, same. With the Akazaya and Kaido, obviously.
Yeah.
So this was certainly tragic and probably the best part of the set of episodes.
Can you tell us why? What happened, Christian?
Well, because our good friend, one of the Akazaya members, Kiku, has just lost her fucking arm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
she's been de-armed.
She has been de-armed. Get it?
But luckily, it's her... I think it's her less dominant one. It's her left one. I think her dominant sword-wielding hand is right. So...
Yeah, as far as I'm aware.
One could argue that even more good for her. Her best friend Kinemon knows how to summon flame on his blade to perfectly cauterize her arm when she needs it.
Yeah, really nice of Kaido too to wait for them to do that. You know, set up to tourniquet her arm and then cauterize it, and super nice of that guy.
You think Kaido was like, after he attacked, he was like, oh fuck, oh wait, my attack actually did something. Hold on, I gotta wait for them to actually recover. This is kind of awkward.
Yeah, he's like, whoa, I forgot what show I'm in. I'm not supposed to be maiming people.
whoa, hey buddy. Sorry about that. You better get that fixed up.
Can we put that back on, or like, what? I hear there's a really good doctor, like, right down the battlefield over there.
I actually heard that there's another guy who literally had this exact same thing happen to him, and he stitched his arm right back up, lickety-split, no problem. Find that guy. Also,
the cat right here's got a gun, so, like, if that doesn't work, we can just put a gun on your arm, too, or something. Like, that's gotta be cool.
I mean, listen, I know this fella down there, he's got, like, this fruit that can cut off people's arms. This is kind of like that. Oh, it's not like that? Oh, that's kind of bad. I'm really sorry about that, man.
Yeah. So anyway, this sucks.
Yeah.
So anyway, that does suck. Yeah, poor Kiku.
Man, of all the characters to have it happen to, why's it got to be Kiku, man?
Because it's the most innocent one. It's the one that hurts the most.
It is the one that hurts the most. Literally any other character loses an arm here, and I'm like, honestly, it's just the price of business.
Nah, dude. Kinemon.
Oh, Kinemon.
Kinemon losing an arm is just as impactful.
That's true. It could have been Kinemon, but do you think Oda's ready to take off Kinemon's arm yet? I don't think so.
Yeah, but unlike Kinemon wouldn't be as phased by losing an arm, I think. Like all the other, I imagine if any of the other Akazaya 9 lost an arm, they'd be more like cold, like, okay, I lost an arm, but I gotta focus on the mission. Kiku is like, just slightly innocent enough that she's actually really bothered by it. Like really gets a bit emotional about it. Even though she still holds her composure quite well.
Yeah, I think she gets right back up like the best of them.
Yeah. But like she's briefly phased.
All the other Akazai are like, Kiku, no.
I guess you're right. Kinemon wouldn't be two-faced. He's already been cut to pieces one time. What's another time?
Yeah, right.
He already knows the sensation of being in multiple pieces.
He gets his arm cut off and he's like, oh, the nostalgia.
Oh, the nostalgia.
Yeah, so then Kaido was like, you know what? No more games. I'm going to stop being a dragon now and I'm going to just face you guys mano a mano, which, in video game and anime rules, normally that would be a debuff, but for some reason I have a sneaking suspicion this is not a debuff.
Yeah.
No, dude. That's the opposite. The monster boss fights, if they turn into a humanoid form, that's when you know shit's going down.
Yeah.
when they go from big monster form to human form, that's when you know they're about to fuck your shit up.
I mean, I don't want to say anything, but I kind of have the feeling it might be his hybrid form that's his real lock-in, and we haven't seen that yet at all.
We haven't seen that, it's true. I am curious to know what that looks like eventually.
Yeah. Sorry, can I just point something out? I know this is really minor, but when he transformed back into a human, I know they're really inconsistent about how Kaido is proportioned, but immediately after he transformed, there's like a side angle of him, a side shot 45 degrees or something, and he looks like a fucking brick wall. It's ridiculous.
Well,
like he looks like he's a square.
It's both a philosophical bit as well as a literal bit, because he do be a fucking wall though.
He's a brick house, dude.
This is a wall you can't get past.
He is built like a brick shithouse, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Well, I really hope that the Akazaya do really well on Kaido's next phase of his fight, because I don't have a lot of hope for him, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, I mean, they did their best move, and Kaido got back up and said, "It's not that. It's not all that." It's not all that, man.
He got up and said, "Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. You didn't even really open the cut. You just kind of shallow cut me." And they're like, "Oh, I see."
He got back up and he was like, all 9 of you, you still can't be him. You can't, you're not him.
You'll never be him.
Seeing the flashback too of the moment where Odin got duped with the clone fruit user, and seeing that whole thing, that annoyed me like Kaido all over again.
Yeah.
Messing up the 1v1 like that.
Actually, I do have a question for you, Christian.
Mm-hmm.
So in the manga, anime, whatever, the version of the story that we've already got up till now, did you feel like they made it very clear that Kaido was really fucking salty about the lack of his 1v1? Because obviously he killed the old lady.
Oh, totally.
Did we get like the internal monologue of him being like, I can't believe I lost out on this 1v1, like in the moment? Did that happen? I kind of forget.
I'm pretty sure that never happens. It's kind of just implied by his stares at him doing that. Like him killing the old lady for doing that is kind of supposed to imply that he's kind of mad.
Yeah, I don't think there was ever a very dedicated internal monologue about it, but it becomes very clear that he's pissed he didn't get the 1v1 when he murders her.
Yeah. Okay, I was just curious.
And then obviously this flashback too, where he's remembering that and being like, I wish that old hag hadn't intervened like that, so we could have got a proper fight onto this man.
Yeah.
I could have died the way I really wanted to.
Like, he seems to be more obsessed with getting a really impactful death than simply just dying at all, like, in that sense. Does that make sense?
No, I think it makes perfect sense.
It makes sense. But then also one of the times we're first introduced to him, his idea of trying to end himself was literally just jumping off a cliff, Kratos style, I mean,
to be fair, do you think that when Kaido jumped off those clouds, he thought he was going to die? Like, did he genuinely believe it?
I think he had hope. And if he was looking for an impactful death, that's not exactly one of them. Not very high profile.
I mean, I suppose so,
I think it's important to know that, like, I don't think he cares so much about how he dies as he cares about the legacy in death.
Yes.
And yeah, maybe he's like, if he falls off the cloud and then falls into the earth and dies, which if that happened, like, that'd be a really funny way to die. But either way, I think it all comes down to death in his mind completes a man. He just wants his story to have a true completion.
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll have to we'll come back and see what Kaido and the Akazai are up to. But elsewhere in the castle, we got what's one of the roundups we got? Sasaki with Momo and Shinobu with his crew of armored goons, I guess. I guess that's his bit, Sasaki anyway.
Yamato saying that he is, in fact, Yamato. I'm so proud of him.
I am also proud of Yamato. Also, you probably should have let them know that a little bit sooner. It probably would have saved a lot of confusion.
Yeah, would have saved us a lot of trouble if you just said earlier, I'm Yamato.
Yeah, I'm strictly speaking not Odin. My name is Yamato. However, I am still trying to be your dad.
I am Odin, though. I'm still your fucking dad. It's just, it's funny to me that, like, Yamato is willing to introduce themselves as Yamato, but it wasn't until this moment in time that they were like, all right, fine, I'm also Yamato. But anyway, I'm Odin, really.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Odin first, Yamato later. But yeah, Sasuke catching up with Momo and Shinobu, tough. Their luck was going to run out eventually, right? Where they've just been luckily evading all of these different enemies on the battlefield. And so now we've got Sasuke coming up with the armored goons. And it is, I mean, the moment initially was cool where she substitution jutsus and is out of there up on the ceiling. But yeah, eventually they were gonna do something to make it so that Yamato had to actually do what he was there to, or says he's there to do. So now I'm hoping we get more Yamato fight scenes, because he hasn't had that much room to really shine outside of the initial jump in on Ulti's fight.
Right.
So now I don't know how much he's going to need to go all out against Sasuke and his random pleasures and whatnot. Which, by the way, I'm going to sidebar this particular thing for a second. I don't know who is in charge, presumably Oda, with designing the pleasures and the grotesque, like,
Okay.
growths that they have now.
Wait, sorry, just small correction. It's gifters. The pleasures are the ones that can only laugh.
Gifters. Sorry, yeah, the gifters.
I didn't know if he was actually talking about gifters or not, so I was going to let him finish.
You're right. I was talking about the gifters, the ones that have consumed smiles and are part animal in some form or another.
Beast Pirates Armored Division. What about them?
No, it's not just the armor division. It's like every gifter we've met in the last maybe 10 episodes
Yes.
has been like a horrific combination of animal and human in terms of where the placement of the animal is. Like, we've got gorilla hand guy in this one. Like, and we're not talking about a guy with a gorilla for a hand, like a gorilla hand. We're talking about a guy who has a full gorilla for a hand.
Yes. And my question to you, Christian, is why in the fuck not?
This isn't even the worst one. The worst one to me is the giraffe one, where the guy is...
I knew you were going to say the fucking giraffe.
That's the worst one.
Sorry, Christian. I can't believe this. You're saying that you have never wished to be the butt of a chicken? Really?
I am saying this.
You need to leave Hamlet out of this. Hamlet is a beautiful boy, and I will not stand for you talking shame on his name, Hamlet being the giraffe smile user.
Get Hamlet away from me. And Fortrick.
You know, I will agree on Hamlet being fucking incredible, but also I really, really hope he can't feel the giraffe part of his body, because that must be the most uncomfortable fucking position if he can. Like, never being able to be in balance ever at any point.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Like, it looks terrible.
I'm so glad we're here because, Christian, while you come in with outrage, I come in with nothing but appreciation over my man coming up with these absolute fucking, like, disgusting renditions of what it would mean to...
Horrible. Cronenberg-ass monsters.
Like, thank God for One Piece's art style. If this show had any other art style, this would be horrifying.
Oh, yeah. Just wait till we get to the live action part.
I was just gonna say, dude, how about live action where you got guy with gorilla on his arm?
Or chicken butt.
Well, Fortrick's got a low roll on that one, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I think he nat 1'd on it, I'll be honest.
Pretty sure, like, he rolled the 1 in 10 to get the smile, and then nat 1'd the power for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Hamlet is beautiful, and I won't stand for any naysayers try to talk him down. He is my son. He is perfect.
You know what? Someone's got to love him.
Briscola, I do love Monkey Hand. Briscola as a character is just kind of meh. That's my problem.
I mean, yeah, he's kind of just like big screamy.
They all serve no purpose. They get run down immediately.
Well,
You know, speaking of just being run down, there's like some other members of the Beast Pirates. I don't think they're gifters. They're just regular members. And they came on like screen and they were like, "Oh, I see Straw and I'm gonna get his ass." And for some fucking reason, when I saw these guys with like full confidence that they can take down Monkey D. Luffy, I was like, man, I wish I was as confident in anything as these fucking goons are in thinking they'd be able to take down an Emperor of the Sea randomly.
he's also only the 5th emperor, so like, is that even really an emperor?
You don't even fit into the yawn of Yonko. Are you really an emperor?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you could call him an emperor all you want, but really it was only Morgans that came up with that title. Big Mom don't recognize him as no emperor. Nobody else really does.
Nah.
Yeah, but still having the confidence of thinking you can... It's absurd. I find them very funny.
It do be fun. And like in the dub at one point, Luffy was like, literally come at me if you want to get your ass kicked. And then they're all like, look, we're going to take down Straw Hat Luffy. And then in 0.5 seconds, they did not accomplish that.
They're all done. I'm fine with it. Get him out of here.
God, that reminds me. You know, the first episode in this set, it ends on a really fucking good finisher, right? With Kiko losing her arm and everything.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's a really good and really well animated finisher. But like that episode,
Sure.
Pacing wise, is so terrible.
Is it? I don't know. I thought it was fine.
It's almost impressive in a way. Like, you know when you read like an essay from a high schooler that really doesn't know what they're talking about, but they have to like embellish their words and just keep talking bullshit to hit the word count on their essay. And you just read incredibly long and arduous sentences. It's kind of like looking at that. just being impressed at how you are able to stretch out this little content over this long. Like,
man, what a scathing review by Gabe. I didn't know I was giving Gabe the scathing review hour.
Hey, I will say the finisher saves it. Like, Kiku losing her arm is so beautifully animated that you might as well forget about the rest of the episode. But like the first 10 minutes, when the midway break came up, like the ad break, I was like, what? Already? Like, two things happened. Like, Queen shot at the crowd, and Luffy and Sanji beat some guys up. What do you mean it's the episode's halfway over?
All right, and we'll put another notch on the...
to me, it sounds like you were super invested. You got there without even realizing it.
Yeah, that's what I hear right now.
Wait, shit. Wait, you might have clocked me.
It sounds like you were locked in. You were engaged in the episode. It kind of sounds like it did its job better than normal.
I think you were super engaged, and the Kiku losing her arm thing just kind of overshadowed the rest of it for you.
Maybe. I mean, famously, I am the biggest fan of the whole Ice Oni thing. I just love everything about it,
Yeah, you've said as much on and off cast.
This is gonna be a hot take. I don't hate the Ice Oni thing,
really,
but I do understand people's complaints with the Ice Oni bit.
I mean, my Ice Oni complaints really mainly stem from the anime. I think this was around the time this is actually a fun fact outside of Gabe's fun fact. This is around the time I caught up with the anime. Like, this was around the episodes where I did that. And so I was watching some of these episodes live as they came out. And, under that mindset, starting every single episode and having some portion of it just segmented to Queen is shooting at the crowd and more zombies are being sad. Every single week after week, I think that might have pissed me off at some point.
Clearly, you've still got a vendetta even to this day, and nobody asked.
I mean, has anyone ever asked anything?
Nah, I mean, I'm kind of with Gabe. The Ice Oni thing is a little boring. It's tried. It's tried. We've already done it. We did the zombie thing back in
The big problem with the
Udon.
Ice Oni bit, even though I do think that they're going to have a couple of fun bits about the Ice Oni in the upcoming weeks, the big problem with it is that we've already done this bit once. We're just doing it again, but with extra steps. So that does take a lot of the wind out of the sails. I can get behind that.
And also more than anything feels like it's just there to pad out a little bit of time. Like, we need to do a couple of things so it doesn't feel like we entered the building and Luffy is immediately on the roof fighting Kaido. Like, there's got to be something in between. And I kind of notice that
counterpoint.
Yeah.
Counterpoint.
Yes.
It gives me an avenue for more Queen dialogue, and that's like one of the 100% reasons why I have it. I like it.
You know what? Fair enough. Queen might be worth the entire fucking thing.
He better be. Because otherwise, I'm going to be looking at Apu running around with this vial in his hand for the next couple of weeks, and I don't want it.
How long do you think Apu's going to run around with that vial before he gets caught, Christian?
God, I really hope it's just next week. I hope beyond hope that the next set releases me from that. I don't want to watch Zoro and X-Drake chase Apu around for more than 1 week.
I am going to propose this question. Over under 3 episodes.
Well, 3 episodes is next week's
Correct.
set.
Yes, right. I want you to lock it in. I want you to lock it in for me. Over under.
Will Apu be caught, or will this at least be released? I'm gonna go over. I'm going over.
Oh no, Christian, come on!
I don't have faith.
You're a coward,
man. You think you think the special episode after that is still gonna involve a segment where Apu is running?
Yeah, I believe that this show will have me watch Apu run around the grounds of Onigashima for the next more than 3 episodes. Yeah.
You're a coward. I honestly thought that I was dealing with a true man.
I'm dealing in what are probable truths. The odds are far better with over 3 than under 3.
Also true.
I was also thinking, like, maybe one of the other reasons why I tend to view this entire segment as a bit of like padding and a bit of a waste of time is because the characters within, like, some of them view it as such. Like, Zoro outright states something is happening upstairs. upstairs, like the samurai are fighting, and I have to deal with this bullshit down here. I want to be done with this. When one of the most prominent characters has that kind of mindset, it's kind of hard to actually get invested in what's happening downstairs.
And then Brooke comes in with the gags, and then I'm back in.
Yeah. Except it's no time for bone jokes, all right?
There's always time for a new bone joke, bro. What was the other big thing that happened? Oh, yeah, Usopp and Nami versus Page One and Ulti, if you can call it that.
Not really a versus, really Ulti just kind of headbutting the hell out of these two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Nami going through that character moment of being like, I won't say that my captain will be king of the pirates, which I do love. I mean, it's sweet and all, but
I do find it fun. Flashbacks aren't usually like my jam or a fun thing for the episodes, but when we flash back to a thing we've probably never flashed back to for this character before, but B, it's from literally like 1,000 episodes ago.
Literally 1,000 episodes ago.
Literally 1,000 episodes ago that this whole buggy situation happened with Luffy in the cage and Nami holding the trigger basically, and talking about what it means to have conviction, essentially. So for her to remember that in this moment was actually kind of cool as far as flashbacks for character development goes. I enjoyed that.
It's a very nice character moment for her. I mean, she hasn't had much in terms of really big moments for her, and this is like a really good moment for her, I think.
Yeah. That being said, Usopp doing the bit where he hides behind Nami and says a bunch of heroic things as if he were her was still funny this time. That was still funny, actually.
Has not beaten the rule of threes yet.
No. We'll see what happens next time, but this time still good.
Yep.
Also, R.I.P. my boy Usopp. Probably not feeling too good after that last headbutt.
Yeah, no. Oh my God.
Although I will say, Nami and Usopp's heads might be harder than Luffy's because he got knocked out in one headbutt and they didn't from Ulti. So and he hockeyed up. They visibly didn't hockey up. So without hockey,
they did not hockey up.
Without hockey, they might have harder heads than hockeyed up Luffy. Is all I'm saying for the power scalers out there. Keep that in mind.
For the hard-headedness scalers out there.
Yeah.
Who's the most hard-headed motherfucker in the
Probably
crew?
the guy whose head is made out of steel.
Nonsense.
Can't be that guy. It's got to be Nami or Usopp.
It's Nami or Usopp. We just proved it.
We've just proved it. Case study doesn't lie. Now, the other bit that did happen here was that, of course, which I was going to ask if anyone thought that Tama was going to be written out of the story after this point. So now that we're here, Christian, how did Tama get here?
She rode on the back of Komachiyo? What's it? Komachiyo. And I by no means did I assume that Tama was written out of the story. Obviously, she's got to come back at some point. Luffy's got to tell her about all the people who disrespected the red bean soup so she can kick their asses. But first, she's got to save Nami here. So I don't know how that's going to go. Komachiyo, I guess. I would imagine we're going to have Komachiyo fight Page One more likely than Ulti, I guess. And then maybe Nami and Usopp will tag team Ulti and see what goes on there. Or it'll just be Nami versus Ulti, who knows. Either way, it's not looking great for my prediction of Ulti versus Carrot from like a number of weeks ago. Tama being in the story, I'm here for it. Let her fuck up some of these. Just don't. The problem with this is actually that Tama's gonna raise an army of the gifters now, and that is gonna put them back on my screen, and I don't want that.
Why are you saying that? What do you mean? Why is that?
I don't want to see the freaks anymore, dude. They're creepy.
We had gifters as enemies, Christian. But what about gifters as What about gifter friend art, Christian?
I don't want gifter friend art.
Why don't you see the vision? Why?
I see. The problem is I do see the vision, and I regret.
Search your feelings, Christian. You know it to be good.
No.
We want this. We want this.
You want this.
So anyway, Tama's back, and I love Tama, so I'm happy to have her.
Tama is good.
I do love Tama.
Now, what would be kind of crazy is if Toko came back. That would be like I don't know what reason
Toko?
Yeah, I don't know what reason Toko would have to be back, but if Toko showed up again, that would be kind of nuts. I guess she could be with what's Momo's sister's name? Komurasaki? Because I'm sure she'll show up again at some point as well. So who knows?
Well, I mean, Tama did tame not just Komochio the dog, but also the monkey Onimaru, I believe? Maybe? Something like that.
Onimaru's the fox.
Yeah, Onimaru was the fox spirit that turned into the weapon collector.
It is something Maru. I know that for a fact. I just can't remember what it is.
Hihimaru.
Is it really Hihimaru?
Yes, Hihimaru.
Hihimaru is the giant ape?
Yes, I looked up Monkey Wano and it's Hihimaru.
It is, in fact, Hihimaru. He's absolutely correct.
What a name, honestly. Like, but Hihi.
So we got Tama who's riding Komochio, and then we've got Toko that's riding Hihimaru.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny. Like, we get the Tama reveal on Komochio, and then in the next episode, just immediately following her is Toko on Hihimaru.
And the reason why Toko's driving around Hihimaru is because she can't stop laughing. Get it?
Hihimaru. Oh, God. Maybe this really will happen, actually.
You're like, wait a minute, hold on. The bits are kind of right.
Wait a minute. You're making a good point here.
All right, I don't know. Do you guys have any other major plot elements that you guys want burning questions, desires to talk about? I don't know. I think we covered everything.
Basically.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, not a ton to really go over. Everything kind of happens. Not necessarily a lightning's pace, but we get a bunch of little things. No real resolutions to much yet. Just kind of, really, we got more things thrown in the mix, especially with the cure for the Ice Onis. That part is rough, obviously. Potentially,
Why is that rough,
anyway.
Man, jeez, this fucking guy.
Because I don't want Run Piece. I don't want more Run Piece. And it's Run Piece with Appu.
It is Run Piece with Appu.
It's literally a Run Piece everywhere. Yamato and like all of the gang is running there. Appu's running. Zoro's running after Appu. Someone's probably running back. Luffy's running upstairs. It's everything is Run Piece.
Yeah, I don't want to have Run Piece anymore. I want to go back to Roof Piece with the Akazaya and Kaido.
Right.
Yeah. Although they're on the ground now, right? They're not even on the roof.
No, they're on the roof.
Aren't they? Are they still on the roof?
Yeah. That's just how the roof is. It's just like also very rocky and rugged terrain on the top of the Skull Dome.
Got it. I mean, I will say the whole thing with Appu running around with the antidote is annoying, but we'll see how it goes. But shout out to Queen for harassing Appu, though, because he saw Appu trying to clearly get away, and he went, "Oh, I'm turning this guy into a scapegoat." And he went, and just for the lulz, obviously the antidote is better off with Queen than it is with Appu. But he goes, "You know what? Let's play a game," and throws Appu the cure, and is like, "Hey, this is the only antidote in the entire world for the Ice Oni thing that's going on around you. And if you lose it, I'll kill you. So keep it away from everybody."
For the love of the fucking game, he said, "Congratulations, we're playing Appu tag, and you're it."
Yeah. Also, on like a minor technical level, I don't know where the door Appu was trying to open was in relation to Queen, but Queen, when he throws the cure to Appu, it pretty much looks like he just kind of very leisurely tosses it to him as if he were right next to him. But in my head, Appu's at a door across the compound, basically. So there's like a very weird transition in my head of like Queen going like, "Here's the cure," and then it just drops into Appu's hand, and I think he's 500 feet away.
Actually, no one in relation that. Christian, do you have any vague idea of how an Onigashima is structured at this very point in time? Like, do you have like a vague idea of what it looks like?
On like a structural level, I can tell you that everyone is pretty close together. Like there's the room where Orochi was killed, and the Tobiropo were having their first meeting with Kaido, and that's pretty close to the main stage area where we're at now. So, but in terms of very more specific things, that I don't really have a good grasp on it. No.
Okay, Christian, I will tell you now. This will never change. Never.
Okay.
I can tell you throughout the entire, while I was reading the entire Wano arc, while I was reading it live, at no singular point did I have any fucking idea how Onigashima is structured. Never. The only thing I could distinguish is when people were on the roof and when they were inside. Beyond that, I was so lost. That thing might as well be a fucking, like, an abstract painting in terms of how it's structured. Like, it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I think that's about all.
I don't know. I'm good for this week. Yeah, you're good?
Yeah.
Well, perfect. Then with that being said, next week is going to be 1009 to 1011. Moving on to quotes.
I mean, I guess I'll go first because I don't technically have anything written down, but Dave, just insert the entire, like, little song that Queen does in episode 2 or 3, the little dance he does, because every time Queen dances, you gotta put that in. It's peak every time.
It's law. It is the law. And I ain't talking about Trafalgar.
Never that guy.
That's much better. Now this is a party. Yo, we get at my show. This is how it's gonna go. Got an Ice Oni play going. Where do I begin? I'm Q to the U to the double E-N. Now where my Ice Oni boys? Hey, yo, let's make some noise.
That stuff's fantastic, but that's all for me.
Probably the best one for me is when all of it's like the beginning of 1005-ish, maybe like halfway through. Whenever the Akazaya are celebrating having killed Kaido, or so they think, they're all like, yeah, we've killed Kaido. It's great. We love it. We've done it. We inherited Odin's two-sword style and we fucking killed him. And then the only one speaking any sort of sense is Ashura Doji, who comes in and goes, don't celebrate yet. Cut his throat.
Fucking cut his head
Totally
off.
decapitate him.
Cut his head off, you dumbass. Oh my God.
And I'm like, thank God. Thank you. Somebody has some sense on this crew of people here, because man, I would not be sitting in front of what you presume to be the corpse of the big boss without making sure that he's really, really dead.
God, that entire sequence up until Ashura said that almost gave me like secondhand embarrassment, because I was just like, oh, they're all celebrating, but I know he's got to get back up again.
My loyal friends, hold that thought, Kinemon. Ashura, is there something left to do? Yes, we still have to take Kaido's head. Aim those swords at his throat. No celebrating until we know that bastard is dead. Right you are. Time to execute Kaido. Forward!
So great. Ashura, the voice of the people. He is truly the voice of the people. I'm going to reiterate the line from Luffy from 1,000 episodes ago when he's talking to Nami. He says, that's what happens when you take on pirates with half-assed resolve. And then she says some other thing about, like, looting and not having good morals, and he's like, nah, the resolve to put your own life on the line is what's important. And then we cut back to Nami saying that Luffy's still gonna be the king of pirates and all that.
What's the matter? Your hands are shaking. You can't be half-assed about it if you're gonna take on pirates. You need some resolve. Resolve to do what? To kill someone like it's nothing, you mean? Is that a pirate's resolve? Nah. You gotta be willing to put your life on the line. Sorry, but Luffy is the real deal. So I'm sorry. He'll beat Kaido, and he'll become king of the pirates!
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
That was great. I loved that whole flashback thing, and getting to quote Luffy from 1,000 episodes ago is also a great time.
I agree.
The last thing is from Kaido. He is talking to the Akazaya after he's chopped off Kiku's arm and is about to start fighting them again. I think this is actually after he's given Cat Viper and Dogstorm the hands and they've de-transformed. And he says, but I don't remember if this is where in the conversation it relates to the Whitebeard and Gold Roger comment that Gabriel was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
But he says, this may be an outdated concept, but death brings human completion. Where he's just talking about, like the death is the final truth of human existence, basically. Like, everyone's going to die, and that is what will complete your story.
You know, you samurai impress me. Just like Roger and Whitebeard. They knew what it meant to be bold. They did it right. That's why their legends will be passed on for ages. Perhaps it's old-fashioned, but I believe death completes a man.
It actually kind of seems contrary, like on the surface level, to analyze the quote slightly more. The direct quote seems to imply that, like, human completion means, like, that's it, that's the end of your story, which would run counter to his whole idealizing of Whitebeard and I keep wanting to say Odin instead of Roger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Of Whitebearded Roger, where he's like, these people did it right. They created a story for themselves and went out with a huge legacy. And that's, I think, what he wants to do. So, like, maybe on a deeper level, the quote is more about Kaido being like, yeah, you should want to do something crazy with your death. Your death is what seals the deal on your legacy and puts the final exclamation point on what is your entire life. So I just think that, for a villain that is initially kind of posed as a big meathead guy who just wants to take over the island and turn it into a weapons factory, drain it all its resources, he's got some deeper thoughts about existence, I guess, especially kind of as revealed in these episodes. So I yield the rest of my quote time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to take this opportunity to take us away from anything serious to say, why do you have a gorilla on your fist? Well, where else is it supposed to go? And then Sanji saying, I don't fucking know.
Is that an armed gorilla? That's messed up! What, you got something to say? All right, don't like my gorilla arm, wise guy? Then where should the gorilla be? I don't know!
Yeah.
Then this one where Brook is about to explain his bone joke when Chopper goes, your body temperature can't go down because you're all bones. You're as cold as a corpse already. And then Brook's just kind of like, yeah.
Oh, wait. As it turns out, I'm fine. I mean, look at me. No horns, nothing.
What a relief! Your body temperature can't go down because you're all bones. You're cold as a corpse already.
I see. That makes sense.
A part of me wanted him to say, like, why'd you take my bit? But he didn't, and it made me sad, but it was still funny anyway. That's it. That's all I got.
Oh, yeah, for the sake of completeness, I suppose we should mention this set of episodes has a new opening. I hope by God he didn't watch it, Christian.
No. I watched the last opening and got my fill of it and then just continued to skip it with so I didn't even realize there was a new OP in the first place.
There is a new OP. Honestly, it's not even that much spoiler. The only thing it spoils is a couple of hybrid transformations.
Yeah, it's not going to be many weeks before you can actually watch it. And I do quite like it. When I think back to the time when I was watching this show weekly, this is mainly the opening I think of. It was used for quite a long time. What's the next segment?
Well, my guy, you're here. Are you going to lead us in or what?
To Gabe's Fun Facts.
Oh, Gabe's Fun Fact. Hey, someone say it.
No, you do it. You're here.
Gabe Fun Fact. Gabe Fun Fact. Gabe's Fun Facts. All right. So in order to come back here, I unfortunately had to trade places with Dave again. So Dave's back on the battlefield, unfortunately. But don't worry about it. Oh, he wrote about it in the letter, so I'll just read the script, won't I?
Sure.
Sounds good.
Hello, this is Dave speaking to you, back from the battlefield. Don't worry, when Gabe sent me back to this place after getting bored of fighting, he sent me with some pretty heavy weaponry, so I'm actually having the time of my life fighting here. Though, I do feel uncomfortable about that big lord up there shooting his minigun down at all of us. Anyway, here's the script for this week I found. This set of episodes. Oh boy, what do I talk about this set?
Oh boy, this bit again.
Man, these last couple of sets really don't give me much to work with, do they? The Beast Pirates Armored Division. Sure, let's go with that. Alright, so The Beast Pirates Armored Division is composed of 6 members. 2 of them, Usunaro and Baisley, are, like most Shinichi members, named after playing card games, with Usunaro being named after the Japanese name of the game Pig, and Baisley being named after the Baisley variation of the game Solitaire. 2 of the members, Saitank and Nokukuwa Police, are named like puns, with Saitank using the words for rhino, Sai, and tank in his name, and Nokukuwa Police being based on the Japanese word for stack beetle, Nokogiri Kuwagata, and police. Go figure. Actually, to add on to Nokukuwa Police, he's one of the only members of the Shinichi, the group of gifters which are listed as higher ranked, whose name doesn't reference a card game. Shame on you, Nokukuwa Police. You broke the streak. The last 2 members are called Scorpion Lady and Caucasus Man. I'm not explaining what they're named after. You cannot make me.
What?
Oh, okay. No, this makes sense because sometimes we see like Batman and stuff like that. So yeah, that's fine.
Oh.
Those are the gifters that are not part of the Shinichi. They're just thing and then lady or man.
Yeah.
All right. That's all of them. And that's all for them. No, seriously, their group doesn't even have a separate page on the One Piece wiki, so I really don't have much to work with.
Man, this dude talks about how little there is to talk about more than One Piece has flashbacks.
Hey, don't call me on my bit here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot that you were here with us. So usually we're just reading from a script.
Yeah, this is a show with callouts. But I can't just end on that. Oh, how about a good one? Page 1's Spinosaurus form, despite only having appeared in this very arc, has already undergone 2 redesigns within the time frame you have watched. Of course, you wouldn't have seen those because the alterations were already made by the time he debuted in the anime, but manga readers did. His first redesign added the sharp, protruding V-shaped eyebrows to his face to make his face more distinct. The second one, well, I gotta add some context for that one. In between Page 1's first manga appearance during his fight with Sanji and his reappearance during the raid, real-life science and research on the actual Spinosaurus, of course, hadn't stopped, so Oda could finish his little arc. During that time frame, archaeologists had come to the conclusion that the Spinosaurus most likely possessed a tail that acted as a paddle to help it swim in the water. Oda updated Page 1's Spinosaurus design to reflect this.
Yeah.
That's right. In the show where you can fix a lost tooth by drinking milk, and where getting your face smashed by a bat is a recoverable injury, this is where Oda wanted to care about being scientifically accurate. The man's got his priorities straight.
As he should.
As he should.
Anyway, manga to anime differences to finish us off, shall we? Shinobu hiding behind a veil to hide from Yamato is made up by the anime. I suppose her ninja skills were nothing but a deception.
Good bit though.
Cat Viper and Dogstorm detransforming from their Sulong forms is made up by the anime. Would be kinda weird if a mild headache could cancel out their Super Saiyan transformation now that I think about it. Basically, the entire fight between Ulti Page One Nami and Usopp is made up by the anime. All the stuff before Ulti grabs Nami, including the part where she actually fights back against her, is completely made up. This also includes every attack that Usopp performs, and Usopp hiding behind Nami to do the bit, though his attacks were implied in the manga. Quite a few good additions here, quite a shame they're not real. Lastly, as a rare treat, a manga scene that wasn't adapted into the anime. Yes, indeed. The manga features a couple of panels in which members of the Beast Pirates that have been infected by the Ice Oni virus beg Apu to give them the antidote because they're on his side, which he of course completely ignores. You know, in case you somehow still thought this guy had any moral standards left whatsoever.
Nah.
Yep.
He is him.
Anyway, that's all for this week. I'll continue I've been hit. Oh, why do I feel cold?
Oh no.
Gotta send this back to Gabe. See you guys next week. Have a nice day. Oh dear, that sounds bad. I've gotta check up on him after.
Yeah, that does not sound good.
Yeah, actually, I mean, my timestamp says we're at like an hour, 2 minutes and 40 seconds or so. So like any minute now, the the effects are probably going to kick in.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I suppose that's all for Gabe's fun facts. I suppose we'll move on to the next segment.
All right, moving on.
Sweet.
Moving on to the golden ham, everyone's favorite.
I mean, first of all, obligatory Ulti is in these episodes, so you know.
Yeah, zero chance of giving it to Ulti.
Fair enough. Okay, now that that's out of the way, I feel like the fairly obvious choice would be Nami.
Yes, I would agree. However, hear me out here. Apu.
Apu.
No, you're.
I'm just kidding.
Listen. I was gonna make the second proposition of the one that probably grabbed me the most in these episodes. Besides Nami, was probably like Yamato, because like he got fucking shot at by 50 million missiles and survived, and then declared, "Oh yeah, and I'm Yamato, by the way." That kind of got me a bit.
Christian, what say you? Before we get too ahead of ourselves, help me ground myself. You got a meme for me? Do you got a real pick for me?
Boy, I wish I had one for you. These episodes are kind of lacking on great picks for a Golden Ham winner. The like things happen, it's cool, but I don't know that like a ton really grabbed my attention. The stuff that grabbed my attention was mostly like tragedy, you know, with Kiku especially. So I'm not gonna give it to Kiku for
Sure.
like maybe Kiku for being a trooper and
Losing an arm.
getting up after her arm is chopped off so brutally like that. I guess if I'm gonna pick somebody for real purposes, it would probably be Yamato. If I was picking a meme pick, it would maybe be like Usopp, I guess, for the Nami behind your back thing.
Usopp? You were really not impressed by Nami in this episode, huh?
I'd give it to Nami over Usopp, I think. Like, memes aside.
Yeah, like Nami at least had a big moment, right?
Yeah, well, that's why I said Usopp is the joke one.
Yeah, like Nami had that anime moment.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we'll give it to Nami. I like the pick.
All right, we give it to Nami.
You're such a loser!
Well, look at that. We did it. Nami's gotten one for the first time in like
Quite a while.
fucking years, I feel like, probably.
Gotta be a while, yeah.
Maybe Whole Cake?
She should have gotten one for a whole cake.
Maybe.
But there's not really any good sets where she gets that, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'll have to double back. I'll have to check that one. I'm not convinced she did.
That would be unfortunate. I do quite like her during that arc.
All right, moving on to fan mail. And in our fan mail, we are going to continue with the tradition of running through Panda comments on Oda playing the long con. Brendan is convinced Oda was doing that with the smile fruits, and I could be persuaded to agree. And by that, she means the bit where it goes sad to smiles, and then when you eat like a bad smile, it makes you laugh uncontrollably or whatever because it sapped your sad away or whatever. Anyway, and I could be persuaded to agree, but also think of the amusing irony in the fact that the vats on Punk Hazard, where the concoction was stored, were also labeled sad. Something to think about, ? But on Oda playing the long con, please refer to full cover page for One Piece chapter 310 Long Ring Long Land. Why? Because it's Luffy, Robin, and maybe Usopp in traditional Japanese wear with a big pink Eastern dragon in the background. And you know what else? The Kozuki clan crest is part of the pattern of Luffy's kimono. This in saying that all of these story beats were actually the long con by Oda. Like, he had a lot of this planned out for a long time.
I can confirm this.
Additionally, on Fairy Tale for Justin and Brendan, look, I know it's not peak. It's not perfect, but like, sunken cost fallacy. I spent like 6 or 7 years from discovery of Fairy Tale until it finished, reading it weekly, watching it, and writing something like 50 fanfics for it on FFnet. So I can't help but also relapse and go back to it sometimes for the nostalgia. One of my fan fictions was actually recommended for a while on Fairy Tale TV Tropes page.
Wow.
Believe it or not, if you read any Fairy Tale Nalu fanfics from around 2011 to 2014, you may have read it. I'm just sad I never fully finished any of my Groovia fics. Gotta go back.
I can't say I have, but I can tell you that is mighty impressive.
What a comment. I honestly love a lot of ships and fairy tales, so like I have no regrets when I relapse a bit, to be honest. I'm immune to fan service at this point, so it doesn't bother me at all. I like how the comment has nothing to do with the episode. It's just a bunch of just a fairy tale conversation.
I love the fucking I have no regrets about relapsing. There's literally no other context where you can say this.
Side note, because it's in my notes and I don't know which episode it belongs to since it's between two of them. I am older than like all of y'all podcast goons. How the fuck do I overcome this L? Insert sobbing emojis X17. We've actually clarified this. You are not older than me. I don't know what made you think you're older than me. You are not.
How old are you? 28?
33. Why 17? No clue. Random number, go Bert. This next one's very long, so I will save it for the next time. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining me for the Panda Corner.
Sweet. Thank you, Panda.
All right, moving on to the next fan mail so that you don't get juped. This is from a Groovy Can, not to be confused with Chan. I think it's always been Groovy Can. We have gotten an email from this person before. Okay. Hi there. It's Boy Dude again.
Oh, okay.
I am really curious and want to know each of your top 5 favorite One Piece characters. Thank you for your entertaining podcast. Keep up the good work. All right, let's go. It goes in no particular order. Actually, I'll put it in order. It goes Usopp, Buggy Bon Clay. Nah, it's probably Bon Clay, Usopp, Buggy. Yeah. Bon Clay, Usopp, Buggy. From here. From here. This is where it becomes contentious.
That's where it gets rough.
That's where it gets rough. You know, I'm just going to say Ivankov, and who's my final pick? Kategori hits.
Kategori is good.
No, Kuma. What am I talking about? It's Kuma. I'm stupid. Yeah, Kuma.
Oh, Kuma is so good.
Donuts.
Yeah. We're good. We done it. Done.
You go, Christian.
Top 5 One Piece characters. I'm going to say Jinbei. Jinbei's definitely up there.
Ooh, okay.
Jinbei's my boy. I'm going to say Bartolomeo.
Good.
Because,
stupid.
Again, just fantastic, fun character.
Right.
I'm going to take Katakuri since Brendan didn't, and I probably would have anyway, even if he did say, because Katakuri was great. At that point, I would maybe struggle a little bit more. I'll say maybe another Straw Hat and Frankie. Do I like Brook more?
Well,
do I like Brook more? I think I like Brook more.
I'm shocked that Brook isn't on the list yet.
Yeah, I like Brook more. It's Brook. And then I think I'm going to put, it's kind of tough. I'm thinking of 2 admirals right now. I'm bouncing Aokiji, who we haven't seen in a while, in my head, and Fujitora. And I think I'm going to pick Fujitora.
Yeah.
Because I love everything about him in Dressrosa.
I think if I had to pick a favorite admiral specifically, I would have to pick Sakazuki, but that's because of like later stuff. But Sakazuki's not on my top 5. I think if I had to do a top 5, number 1 is Don Quixote Doflamingo, no competition there.
Okay.
After that, it gets a bit rough.
I literally only like Doflamingo.
No, it's just that one's very definitive. It's the rest. I know some characters. I just don't know the order. Like Brook. I love Brook a lot. Sanji. Katakuri. I do like Katakuri a lot. And I think for the 5th one, would be a character that you're not going to see for a very long time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Can you tease the character in any way for the audience that doesn't clue me into it? Give some like a vague or identifying descriptor of it. Of them, I should say, not it.
No horns. That's all. I like it. If you can figure it out from there.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That character?
Yes.
Okay, fine, fair enough. Sure.
I was just going to ask if that makes sense to you in any way, Brendan, and it sounds like it does.
I was researching the memory banks. I'm like, no horns. I'm like calculating, like running line by line. ChatGPT is flaring.
For those who know, it's not necessarily that I like the character. I just find him so incredibly fascinating and well written as a character.
That's fair.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Okay, but before we move on, we have live action episode comments. Christian, do you mind taking this one away?
Yeah, I'm going to continue the trend of episode live action comments here. And episode 6 doesn't have a lot. We got one comment from listener Matt. They say, Katie Seagal is a treasure. Futurama, Sons of Anarchy, Married with Children. Jamie Lee Curtis said no due to scheduling according to an interview. Great cast.
Mm-hmm.
So that we talked about the live action casting of Kureha in that episode, and that was the one with Pupe, and that was a good time. Because there's only one there, I'm gonna double up and do episode 7 comments here. Listener Revenge says that intro was absolute cinema, which was, for anyone who does not remember necessarily, was when Lindsay was quoting all of us on Brendan's indentured servitude and then roped Jordy and myself into it as well, losing a game of Settle.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. I haven't actually listened to all the live action episodes. Yeah, and you say it's episode 7 with Lindsay. I do like Lindsay quite a lot. I gotta listen to that.
Yeah, definitely go listen to that one.
Yeah, don't listen to the other ones because we're also on them. Just listen to it for Lindsay.
If you haven't listened to the previous live action episodes, go listen to them. I love newer people. Like some people are repeats. Like we had Rara on for episode 8, and we had Poupe is a returner, obviously.
Right.
Taco also a returner, but newcomers to recording for live action, Dirty and Lemon, that was a great episode. Definitely go listen to that if you want a more critical analysis of live action and interpretations from one medium to another. Lemon has a lot of insight on that, so it was a great listen.
Oh yeah, no, Lemon's quite smart, so that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. Further comments from episode 7, though, we've got Rich Perk says, "Are y'all high? I am, and even I know that Uno backwards is not no you." LOL, it's Onu.
Oh shit.
Anyways, love the show besides that.
Wait, you didn't realize up until now?
No, I definitely made that claim as a joke in the episode, and then I think Brendan believed me, so I just kind of let it happen.
You're a bastard.
We were talking maybe about Uno reverse cards, and I went, well, duh. Uno backwards is no you, and then somebody believed me. I don't know if it was Brendan or somebody else,
but it was definitely me, and I still believed you until this moment.
Brendan believed me in the moment, and I let him continue to believe it. And Rich Perk is obviously calling me out on it now. So
incredible stuff.
I'm glad it came out the truth. And then listener Sarah with 3 H's and an exclamation point said, "Lindsay brought the receipts. Great episode."
Anyway, thank you for your live action comments.
Yeah, that's it. Moving on.
All right, moving on to the Garb Gab.
It's Garb Gab time.
Garb Gab. Okay, I have it. I have the Gab. Who's gonna grab? Who's gonna grab shit?
Gabriel's gonna gab it up.
What? I'm gonna grab it. I thought I already did last week. No, fuck that. Brandon, give me that fucking bag.
Oh, okay, fine. There you go.
What?
There you go. Take it.
Christian, you grab something out of the fucking bag.
This is further proof that he is definitely not a ghost, because he full on snatched that thing out of his hand. Okay.
Yeah, no, I felt a lot of force there. I was actually kind of concerned. Yeah.
All right. So I don't actually know what's inside this bag, so just it's probably some fucking bullshit. Just grab something out of it.
Yeah, I mean, you never really know when it comes to Brendan, so I'm just gonna reach on in, I guess, and see what we pull out here. It's like, oh, all right, okay. I mean, it feels kind of stringy.
So I'm Christian. My only question for you. So do you not feel any warm sensation?
I do feel a bit warm. Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm going to tell you is that within the Gab is a collection of red hot steel balls.
Oh.
And if you are not literally burning your hand right now, you are fucked. I just long and short.
I would pull my hand out, man. Please.
I mean, I'll pull my hand out with one of the 1,000-degree steel balls, I guess. It is surprising that this doesn't hurt, but
wow, this is nuts.
What are your hands made out of? Obsidian?
I don't know, but whatever it is, it's great. So I'm just gonna turn this over here, and this white hot steel ball says, "Who's that Pokemon?" And it says that we're gonna do Queen this time.
Oh, hell yeah.
Queen.
Zuma, 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 zuma.
I've got a couple, I feel. I'll go ahead and start. I feel like, I like to make a team when it comes to who's that Pokemon for characters.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Like, I'm never satisfied with a single Pokemon. So I have a team of 4. I didn't want to make a 6 stack because I also didn't want to be here all fucking night.
It's a lot.
A 4 team. We're going to round up the front of the pack with Fortress because, man, the dude is built like a fucking castle. He's built like a tank.
Built like a tank, yeah.
Spelled how?
Fortress. It is Forrets. He looks like a clam with cannons on him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, that's good. I can see it.
Next, I choose Spiel because he's a circle.
Spiel. Okay.
Oh my God, I love Spiel.
I feel like that's like the only thing that connects the two of these characters, but sure.
Yeah.
I'm starting to notice a theme here, man. you know?
Right, and you might continue to notice a theme with my next pick. His name is Embor, also very circular Pokemon, although he's a little bit more rotund than he is circle. He's a beefy guy.
Ooh, the fire starter from Gen 5.
Correct, the fire starter from Gen 5. And, in my mind, I'm just like, yeah, he's definitely queen, like, body type, right?
This one I can see most of all, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure. My last one is the least inspired. It's Tropius because long neck, Brachiosaurus. That's
Tropius?
Tropius is a brachiosaur with bananas.
With bananas.
Every time I see Tropius, for some reason, I think it's the last evolution of the Gen 2 Grass Star, but it's not. It's a completely separate Pokemon from Gen 2.
Oh, yeah, super not.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what I have.
Cool.
Unfortunately, this is probably not going to come as a surprise. Tropius, a common pick because brachiosaur, but I'm kind of surprised that maybe we've done this particular Pokemon for other things before, but I feel like when it comes to round and singing combined, there's only one option here.
I do know who you're going to say.
And it's Jigglypuff.
It do be Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
You could even throw in a Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff would be fine.
You could even throw in a Wigglytuff if you wanted, yeah.
At least give him the evolution. Hell yeah.
Yeah. You feel like you nail it in one with a Jigglypuff Wigglytuff combo. We keep in the same vein though of singing, but Brachiosaur-esque other Pokemon from Gen 1 that is known for singing that maybe less people know about is Lapras. Lapras not a Brachiosaur, but
okay. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
Long neck, big Pokemon, sings, known for that.
Right.
Those are my main, two. I didn't go with a rotund. I feel like there's that one Pokemon that I think we used when we did a different sumo-looking character, like Hariyama. Hariyama probably fits Queen's vibe also pretty well. But we've used that Pokemon already for other things. I don't want to nail it down as a specific pick of mine, but throw it out as like an honorable mention kind of deal.
Right.
What do you got for us, Gabe?
I've got a couple, including one whose name I don't actually remember because I just thought of it right now. So I guess I'll just list out first the ones I already have. I went more like vibes, like in terms of personality, similar to Queen. Let's get round out of the way. The first Pokemon I thought of was Snorlax because, fucking round.
Sure.
Fat.
Of course.
Whatever.
A classic.
Personality-wise, it doesn't really fit, but Second, I thought Gengar. For some reason.
Yeah.
Gengar has that kind of face, that kind of personality of really liking to see other people suffer. I don't know, that's always the kind of vibe I get from Gengar when he's depicted in the anime.
I agree with this.
Next, I thought of poison or
good call.
Poisoning someone, and I thought round, poison something. So, obviously coughing.
All right. Yeah. I feel it.
And then I had two realizations immediately when we got to this segment, which a good job on that one, Gabriel. For some reason, I just thought of Krogunk.
Just Krogunk.
Every time I've seen this Pokemon, like in games or in the anime or whatever, it gives this vibe of according to the Pokemon entry, it's a poison can fucking kill you and do all sorts of terrible bullshit.
Yeah.
But it always looks so incredibly giddy about doing that. And that especially also applies to Toxic Croak, which would also be kind of fitting, but I thought more of Krogunk because it's the evolution you think of more.
Yeah.
And then the last one I thought of was the one that I couldn't remember the name of. But I swear to God, I thought of it. I was like, oh my God, this would fit so well. What is that duck Pokemon from Gen 3 that's really round and dances Spanish samba?
Oh, you're talking about Ludicolo?
Yes.
That looks like a pineapple?
Is that thing supposed to be a duck?
I have no idea.
Is that what that is?
It has a duck bill.
Yeah. I just thought of that one because, dancer. Silly little dancer.
Sure.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about all.
Sweet.
All right.
Love it. I love the idea, especially the poison.
Yeah.
I actually think Krogunk is actually a pretty solid pick. Now, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, wait a minute, he's onto something.
Yeah, Krogunk's great. There's also, I think, a joke somewhere in the Pokemon community that Brock has a Krogunk. I think it's Brock.
Yes.
It's either Brock or Ash has a Krogunk that's the strongest Pokemon ever.
Yeah.
And the most stubborn asshole.
It's Brock's Pokemon. I think during Gen 4, the entire bit that it was that it would poison him whenever you got a little too close to him.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sweet. All right, another good gab in the book.
Neat. Also, I'm pretty sure at the current moment while we're recording, This America is playing in the World Cup.
Oh boy, my favorite.
Oh dear, Belgium is winning. Sorry about that, America. If you hear this in 2 weeks, I am terribly sorry if they won, and I am incredibly happy if they didn't.
Gabriel, could you do the thing, please?
Visit pandasightings.com to support this show. We also have 2 other shows. Panda View, where we review different media, and the Panda Sightings Podcast, where we simply just yap. Available on all major platforms.
Hey, Brendan, do you have money for the bus, by the way? I need change.
I've got to go to Dave. Jesus, how did I forget?